Light switch. Where are you? Oh, no, man. This is not cool. A set of chemicals, none of them are labeled. Good, I'm glad we have the unknown chemicals. A toolbox that's empty. Where's the light switch?
I haven't had a good night's sleep in 3 days. I've been giddy ever since I figured that this might be a murder case. Not even a broken arm could keep me down. But now that I'm here, the truth seems a lot more complicated. This story is my shot. Better make it count.
Yeah, you've made that perfectly clear, that this story is really important to you. Okay. There's no wire to follow or anything. That's really what I was looking for. The hot water heater seems to be in good shape. Well, good. Good. Light switch. Shh, shh, shh. Turn it on, turn it on, turn it on. Are they walking above me? Good, yeah, cross that off. What is this crank? Whoa, a secret panel. This crank looks like it's made to be detached. Better take care with it. Or better take it with me. Wow. Oh my god. Okay. Hey, a record for the record player. A 78. There's nothing printed on the label. Sweet. Alright, we're making progress. This is good. This is good. Oh, look who's hiding back there. And it looks like there's something of interest in that corner. Okay, I'll check it out. Hi, no jump scare, please. The hot water heater. It seems to be in good shape. Hey, one of the boards here is loose. There's a slot here. I bet the crank would fit. Alright. Put it in, please. Wait, what does it say? The slot is all rusted. I can't turn the crank. I guess we have to make some sort of chemical solution for that, because I don't have anything else. Apparently I have tons of unknown chemicals. When did I pick those up? Alright, I'll just roll with it. That was unexpected. A box of matches. Good. Now why is this on? Is there something in there? There's a note here, I better get it. What? It stopped. Huh. What? Spring cleaning with chemistry. Spring is here and you home. That's not how you're supposed to read it. And you know what that means. Hours of household chores while the men kick back and enjoy the sunshine. But don't let spring cleaning get you down. Let Mother Nature do the work for you. That's right, ladies. I'm talking about chemistry. With careful application and just a few household chemicals, your work will be done in no time. This handy guide covers a few of the most useful concoctions you can make at home. Have mold in the bathroom? Copper sulfate mixed with calcium oxide makes a great fungicide. Tired of trying to loosen a roost screw? A roost screw. Wow. Turned into Elmer Fudd there for a second. A rusty screw. Just add borax to lemon juice to create a powerful rust remover. I'm having trouble with my R's this morning. Wow. Does your man complain about your tap water? You can soften it by adding sodium carbonate. Don't waste time. Cleaning the hard way. A simple set of common chemicals can help you get that work done faster and smarter. So really, what we need is... Okay, well, I can't read it again. Clean towels. Really what we need to make is the stuff to get rid of the rust for that slot. Detergent, bleach. Good. What's in there? It was just running? A toolbox, it's empty. Well then, it's a shitty toolbox, isn't it? Dead secret. H. Bullard, daily log. Today I turned in my resignation at the college. I've arranged for my lab to be moved to my house, and I'm having the icebox installed next Tuesday. I've taken steps to ensure secrecy. Woodcutter may have forced me out of the school, and now the research can continue without his knowledge. I'm lucky that the house has such an interesting history. Josie came to my office as I was packing up. She was all distraught, her eyeshadow all smeared. I have never seen a student so emotionally affected. She's been a valuable assistant this year, and the research will be harder without her. It occurred to me to invite her to work with me at my home, but I hardly think she would have accepted. The young woman now holds a graduate degree in esoteric neuroscience at the age of 23. What does she need an old man like me for? What'd you do that for? Come on! Stop trying to creep me out, dead secret. Open up. What's in there? Ah, I saw that. Okay. See, there's another note over here. You know, I'm starting to think that maybe Bullard has some sort of... He's not who he says he is, maybe. Like, I don't know. Josie thinks that he's her father. It seems like there's some... But he looks completely different, right? It seems like maybe a case of identity theft or something. I'm not sure. Are you enjoying yourself, Harris? Does it excite you to shun me, to treat me like garbage the way that you do? When you sit in bed with that little slut, do you smoke cigarettes and laugh about me? I know all about you, Harris. I know about the girl who's living at your house. You're old enough to be her grandfather, for Christ's sake. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm ashamed of you. The whole town is ashamed of you. You are a laughingstock, Harris, a public spectacle. Now you have that Sawyer kid running your errands for you. You don't even have the guts to show your face around town. Really, Harris, I thought you were more of a man than that. You cheat on me, bankrupt me, and deny me help in my hour of need, and still you are not content. Now you insist on tarnishing my reputation with your lecherous antics. Do you think of no one but yourself? Can you really be the man I knew? This kind of reinforces my opinion. My man in Louisville refused my bet this year, Harris. If I can't play the races, I don't know how I will survive. Your little vendetta will be the death of me. Do you understand? When they find me lying in the street, starved and thin and dead from exposure, the blame will be squarely upon your head, Cynthia. I don't think you need to worry about that. Yeah. Blames Bullard for personal bankruptcy. I mean, I'm looking around. Junk. Men never throw anything away? That's kind of a little bit sexist. Incorrect. Okay, let's go in here if we can. Oh no. The freezer's locked with a padlock. And I don't have anything for that, do I? Look at all these unknown chemicals. Wow. Okay, so we have half of the recipe to make the stuff that dissolves rust, I guess. I'm looking for the, what was it, borax or something like that? I don't know. We do have matches, so we can put stuff on the Bunsen burner if we want. Oh, turn the gas on. I've lit it. Let's mix chemicals, I guess. What kind of mixture am I trying to make? I should figure that out first. I'm trying to make borax. Obviously. Duh. Oh. I completely missed this. Graham, for the last year and a half, I've been receiving threatening notes from somebody calling himself Woodcutter. He knows things about my past that I'd rather not have aired in public. After forcing me into early retirement, he now demands that I hand over all of my work. Last night, I was supposed to deliver my research materials to him. Instead, I camped out nearby and watched the meeting point through my camera with the big lens. I can't say I was entirely surprised to see you show up. Some advice: next time you try to extort personal property from somebody, don't arrange a meeting under a bright street lamp. I bet the photos will turn out great. You can make up names, try to spook me in my home, and threaten me all you want, but I'm not giving you my research, Graham. If you want it, you'll have to kill me. A word of warning, I won't go easy. I once broke a man's wrist with a ball-peen hammer, and I rather enjoyed doing it. I look forward to repeating that experiment with you, Harris. Wow. Yeah, so woodcutter is Graham Wellington. Interesting. Okay. Right. Search the basement freezer. Well, whenever we can get in there, we will. Trust me. I added lemon juice to the tray. Okay. Oh, an orange flame must be sodium borate, commonly known as borax. Well, then I have it. I made a paste for removing rust. I don't need these other chemicals anymore. Rust remover. Sweet. Know exactly where to stick this. Right over here. Come on. Come on. What does this open up? I'm really curious. Lots of hidden compartments down here. The paste has loosened the rust. I can move the crank now. That was pretty handy of me. Alright. Calm down, man. Calm down. Wow. It's like a mine down here. This is a good time to review my notes. Cynthia Peckman wanted... she wanted money. That's it! Sounds like Cynthia's deeply in debt. She inherited Bullard's entire estate. Could she have done it? Graham Wellington has a secret. He is woodcutter. That's it! Graham Wellington has been trying to steal Bullard's research for himself. He must have murdered Bullard. Bullard was being blackmailed about, this? Yeah, somebody named James Lowry, who we saw in that photo. Who is James Lowry, and why did Bullard want to keep his existence a secret? Because he is James Lowry. There's more to this story. Okay, let's see where this passage takes me. Wow, okay. Hi, bats. Are there passageways down there? There are. Weird. There's water coming from up here. Does this go back up? Where does this go? Looks like this is the end of the line. What is this? Let's check it out, man. Oh, found a note. A blank page. Gotta hold it over the stove. Lemon juice. Canisters of some kind. They are connected to the pod. We can go up there too, wow. Investigate Bullard's machine. This must be what Bullard and Josie were working on, the lunar dream apparatus. That must be the control panel for that pod thing. I need to turn it on somehow. Maybe with this giant switch? The control console is off. Okay, wait, there's a note. H. Bullard Daily Log. The main pod of the apparatus is complete. Today I tested each of the individual connections, but we won't really know if it works until we can do a proper test with a full moon. The weather conditions required by the device are very sensitive, and anticipating them is proving harder than we predicted. I must tread carefully now. Should Woodcutter know that the apparatus is functional, I would have no chance of stopping him. We must keep the work secret. I rarely venture from the house now. The device is too valuable to leave unguarded. That's why he has Bobby Sawyer bringing him stuff, right? Graham called again today. He knows I'm up to something. He tried his best to worm some details out of me, but his attempts at subterfuge were pretty feeble. The man is an incompetent scientist, but an even more incompetent liar. Josie volunteered vigorously to be the first test subject, and I readily agreed. It's not going to work the first time anyway. Wow. Poor Josie! Looks like something fits here. The base reminds me of that weird device in the dining room. Huh. Right. This is where I came up. Really obvious trapdoor. Didn't even put anything over it. I mean, do we leave? No. There's, what am I talking about? There's a ladder. We need to go up the ladder. Go up. No, we don't need to go up we don't need to go all the way here. Come on. Let me go up. Gotta be something up here we need. The Crystal Cave by Bobby Sawyer, chapter 19. And it was brighter and brighter and brighter than the sun, but cold, so cold, cold. I could see my breath and it was dark and I heard her voice. It was the light and her voice was the light and the cold, and she was talking to me, talking like my mother used to talk to me, and it was beautiful, the most beautiful voice I've ever heard, and I wanted to go there, go be with her and feel her skin and see her eyes and be her eyes, but it was cold, I could see my breath, and there was an edge to her voice, sharp like a knife, her voice and another voice under it, and it was sharp, and I thought maybe this is her real voice. That's an entire sentence. That's not done yet. And her real voice was cold and so hesitated, and then I could feel the warmth, and there was warmth, and it was all over me, and I could feel it, and opened my eyes and saw the warmth, and it was blood. So, Josie basically wrote the other notes that we found, because this is Bobby's true writing, isn't it? She had some suggestions, but it looks like a page torn from a notebook. Mama, respectful always, outrageous hats, simply wonderful, adores music, never angry, not forgotten, all alone. Josephine Turner, age 10. Wow. A deep poem for a 10-year-old. Gotta say. I can see the house from here. Where's Woodcutter? That's a good question, isn't it? Yeah, I know, I see it, okay? Hi. Yeah, just hanging out? Looking over there? Got it. I need this. What is this? How do I get it? Thank you. A sharp hacksaw blade. Whatever lived here before was pretty messy. Yeah, gross. Ooh.
Graham Wellington wanted fame and glory. Josie Herrera wanted to find something precious. Cynthia Peckman wanted money. Bobby Sawyer wanted to be a writer. I wanted to get out of Kansas and start a real life. Now I just want to see my mother again.
Oh, what happened to breaking the big case? Huh? What happened to that? I think that's all that's up here. I don't think there's anything else. Okay. I mean, should we leave now? I have a hacksaw blade. I'm not sure what that goes to just yet, but maybe we leave now? Oh! A hacksaw. The blade is rusted and useless. I put the new blade in the hacksaw handle. So we got a working hacksaw. Good. Trying to figure out what we would use this for, though. Oh, down there. I can't open the doors. There's a small chain holding them shut. Huh? What's down there? Okay, the console's powered up. Now to get it calibrated. Oh, I don't know, dude. Wait, before I use this thing, I think it needs to be calibrated to the moon. Okay. Oh. I see. This must be how the machine is calibrated. Okay. I think the levers are used to start the device. Nope. That one first. Nope. Hate set. Okay, that. That did it. It's on. We did it! The hell? Let's hide in the apparatus. Dude, this was a stupid idea. What? Well, it got darker back there. Did it? Yeah, I can't open these. Where do we go? Do I turn back? Oh. It changed. It went the opposite way. There's that statue. Weird looking clay statue. I can tell that it's really old. Yeah. Okay. This is fun. Where am I now? Okay. My head hurts. I lost consciousness. It's a large metal crank. Whoa! Don't do that! Don't do that shit to me. Thank you. Found a note. Found a note. J. Lowry. Daily log. Harris died today. The whole squad gone. The thing is, it should have been me. I was supposed to be on that sub. I asked Harris to switch with me this morning, right as the crew was boarding. Told him I didn't feel well. I have never liked submarines. Harris was the only person I've ever really thought of as a friend. My associates in Chicago would stick a knife in my back without blinking an eye if they thought it would get them some dough. In fact, I'm sure that's what they intend to do the moment I step off this boat. Perhaps I should see Harris's passing as an opportunity. All of his things are here. His papers, his extra dog tags, the physics book he showed me. His passport is here. Everyone who knew us personally is at the bottom of the ocean. Maybe my dear friend Harris has provided me with a way out. Dude. Dude. I was right. Okay, hi. Can I take newspaper clipping? Roosevelt signs Cullen-Harrison Act. Today, President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed the Cullen-Harrison Act, or Beer Bill, into law. The law gives states the authority to legalize the sale of beer and wine containing 3.2% alcohol or less. For many, the act marks the first step towards dismantling the Volstead Act and ending prohibition. Supporters of the act argue that prohibition has led to a rise in organized crime. A lot of small-time bootleg operations just went out of business, said a local restaurant owner who asked that his name be withheld. I wonder if that's relevant somehow. An empty jug. Empty moonshine jug. Right. Aha! Another paper. Give me that paper. Bill, I made an incredibly fortunate discovery. About a month ago, a student came by with an old newspaper clipping he had run across. It was date 1932 and contained a photograph of 4 men arrested in a Chicago police bust. One of them is the spitting image of our dear Bullard. The student thought the photo quite curious, particularly because the man pictured is identified by a different name, James Lowry. So that's what he meant by his friends would kill him, to get some money. He was in the mob. I laughed it off as coincidence and sent the student on his way. That evening, however, I became consumed with the insane idea that perhaps this was not happenstance after all. Could it be that in 1932, our own Harris Bullard was arrested under a different name? With the right connections, confidential police files are as easy to access as public records. I received today a carbon of James Lowry's 30-year-old arrest report. He was suspected of laundering money for a criminal organization but was never formally charged. Sometime between his arrest and his release, his mugshot was taken. Thankfully, this photo was included in the documents I received. It is undeniably Bullard. It seems there is more to our mutual friend than meets the eye. Best regards, Graham Wellington. What's this? Bullard isn't who he claims to be! A little slow for a detective, aren't you? Bullard's identity is fake. Wow. There's still some alcohol left in here. Oh! Well, hey. I've got an empty moonshine jug just for that. Fill that thing up! The jug is full of alcohol now. It smells like disinfectant. That's, it burns my eyes. I don't know if it's supposed to do that, man. It's just... Wow, it's really washed out. Tough to see. Wait, is there a light that just turned on? Bunch of empty crates. This must have been a pretty profitable bootlegging operation once. Yeah, one of the lights just turned on. Didn't it? Ancient bags of barley. Oh. Nothing happened. Maybe there isn't any electricity in here. Find a way out. Well, where's that light coming from then? This is the only way out. I think if I can open the gate if I can get the power working. Okay. Well, what's this thing over here? This is some sort of contraption. Alcohol burns, right? I wonder if this is going to work. Oh, it needs like some sort of gas. Wouldn't want to drink it, but I bet this old moonshine burns pretty well. I just need to start up the generator. Okay. Cool. Flip it. Okay. How do you start it? Is it this way? Seems like an old hand crank generator. Hand crank? Do I have... If I can get this thing started, maybe I can get out of here. Where's the crank? Oh, sorry, I didn't... Okay. Okay. All the lights just popped. Will the gate work? Oh! It's a body and it's still warm. He's dead. I have to get out of here. Where are we? Oh, wow. Okay. Oh. Good job. Of course, it's nighttime now. Yeesh. Well. Ooh. The Crystal Cave by Bobby Sawyer, chapter 23. This one's different, though. The room had changed while I slept. Though it was pitch black, though I couldn't see my fingers in front of my face, I knew things had moved. The doorway was gone. The room had changed. Jimmy was still where I'd left him, though, all stiff now. I tore off a piece of his flannel shirt with my teeth and wrapped it fresh around my fingers. The bleeding had stopped, but I tied it tight anyway. The one time in my life being a southpaw did me any favors. When I reached out again and snagged the corner of Jimmy's pants, I felt something sticking out of his back pocket. It was a flashlight. Not his police standard issue, but a little pen light, the kind you find in the back of a Sears catalog. My fingers were shaking so bad it took me 3 tries to turn it on. Jimmy was curled up backwards in an 0. His legs all tangled, arms almost touching his toes. He looked like the rubber man I saw once when Pa took me to the circus. The rubber man had bent all over, twisted his arms backwards, rolled up in a ball, and put his feet behind his head. Scared me half to death, and Pa yelled at me later for making a scene. I bet even the rubber man couldn't bend his back as far as Jimmy had, though. His mouth was open a bit, and something was wrong with it. I had to peer in close with a flashlight before I figured it out. His teeth were missing. Dang, Jimmy. The bootlegging room was hidden at the bottom of this well. And it looks like Woodcutter uncovered it. So that's not Woodcutter. The person after us isn't... Okay, that's taken care of. I'm starting to understand. I just need to put the pieces together. The dead man was Graham Wellington. Yeah. Wellington is dead. That means the man in the raincoat is somebody else, but who? The truth about Harris Bullard is he is an imposter. That's it. It seems like Bullard's entire life is a forgery. He went to a lot of trouble to cover his past. Why? Yeah, we know it's James Lowry. Yeah. James Lowry stole Harris Bullard's identity. But then, where's the real Bullard now? I'm close now, just a few more riddles to solve. He's dead. Fuck. Okay, man.